Welcome to Anime Sensei, guys, and today's topic promises to be mind-blowing. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. This anime may seem slow-paced to a typical anime fan, but it is well worth it. The story follows a few high school students who end up in the classic literature club. First, we have Oreki, who always conserves his energy, and he never does anything unless he absolutely has to. He ends up becoming a member of the classic literature club because his sister made him do so. And there, he meets a girl named Chitanda. She's just a big ball of curiosity, but when she becomes curious, there's no going back. Oreki has to go along with it and solve whatever mystery they are currently facing. Together with them is Oreki's best friend Satoshi. And then there's a girl named Mayaka. She's been Oreki's classmate for 9 years and she can't help but feel irritated around him. Throughout this anime, there isn't a big picture. It's just a series of interesting mysteries that they find themselves in. The animation is glorious, and if you're someone who doesn't hate slice of life anime, this is something that you'll definitely enjoy. 9. Sankareya. What could spell antisocial more than a guy that keeps to his own, stays by his lonesome, owns a cat, and is obsessed with zombies? After the death of his cat in an accident, he tries everything to create a potion to resurrect it, accidentally causing the neighbor's girl to drink the potion he made. And even though at first nothing happened, after the girl died, she was instantly resurrected as a zombie. With his dream of having an undead girlfriend becoming a reality, how will he learn to cope with the new changes to his life? 8. Batum. Speaking of Doom, this death game was more like an introduction to Battle Royale games before they were even a thing. Just like Fortnite and PUBG, the players find themselves inexplicably on an island stranded with gemstones carved into their hands. The aim of the game is simple. Everyone that can gather 7 gems is free to leave the island. Simple, right? Well, not so much, since the only way to do so is to kill the person that owns that gem and add it to your count. So technically speaking, every person will have to kill 7 other players to gain freedom from this horrid island. The survival game is actually modeled based on the video game Batum, with the same name, and the MC is oh so conveniently the reigning champion. So, when he realized he is now a real player in the game with his life and many others on the line, he kicked his survival and gamer instincts into overdrive and traversed the island like a pro, gaining allies and beating foes that stand in his way. 7. 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. If you're a fan of mecha anime and you love weak to strong storylines, then 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 is just perfect for you. The action science fiction anime follows a military theme, a war between humans on Earth and humans on Mars. This science fiction goes beyond the realms of modern science with the discovery of hypergates on Mars. The hypergates enable the Martians to take the advantage against those on Earth, but when a ceasefire is reached and the princess of the Verse Empire of Mars is assassinated on Earth, the Great War resurfaces. How will Inaho and his friends fare in this war when they're up against technology greater than they have ever seen? Six. Goblin Slayer. He isn't a man of many words. He prefers to let his actions talk instead. And his actions speak one word: total freaking badass. Even though he's a very powerful and capable adventurer that can accept high-level requests from guilds, he disregards those requests and accepts quests that are exclusively related to goblins and killing goblins. He is ruthless to those critters and won't even show mercy to the newly born ones. You might think he's a monster and a savage, but one thing is for sure: he knows everything about goblins and how they counter each and every one of them effectively and most efficiently. The moment you see his eyes flaring red, you better hold on to your seats, as he's going to perform something so wild that will have you jumping out of them with hype and excitement. 5. Sakurada Reset. One has the power to fast forward things 3 days into the future, while the other has the ability to return things whence they were in the beginning. This duo will soon have to master that ability that they have, if they hope to save the world and discover what the organization stationed in their city's motive is towards the power users there. 4. From 𝐒𝐮𝐲𝐸𝐭. If you like white hair and you're into cute stuff, you will love 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. He's a 16-year-old young man with gorgeous white hair who works as the lieutenant in the Galactic Alliance. As cute as he might seem, he's a young, talented genius who would never let his guard down. Being in the military service since forever, he's an overpowered white hair anime character who has speed, reflexes, and strength like none other in the anime. As a galactic agent, his pilot skills are on a whole other level too. All in all, an awesome, overpowered anime with the powers that you wouldn't expect from anyone at all. 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 has exceeded our expectations in the anime that make him worthy of being on our list. 3. Claymore. When we talk about demons, the list can continue without Claire from Claymore. She's the female protagonist of the series and a totally overpowered character as well. If you doubt her ruthlessness, she's the only Claymore known to have taken the blood of a fellow Claymore. The sole beginning of the anime showed that Claire was experimenting to make the strongest warrior out there, which to your surprise is shown throughout the series. It's not just that she was blessed with powers outside everyone's control. Claire chose to volunteer ongoing the Claymore training to become the strongest warrior. Talking about Claire's powers, her partially awakened form is brutal, just so overpowered that her face becomes like a beast and the structure of her body changes. Her feet resemble more of a horse that makes her crazy fast, and 2 of her arms have various techniques to obliterate any monster out there. Considering her brute strength, Claire is one of the strongest monstrous main characters out there. 2. Log Horizon. Shiro is a pro gamer that has been playing this game since he was in school. He's so good at the game he memorized everything about it to an encyclopedic level. What makes him powerful, however, is his 2 mastered classes and professions. Opposed to his independent and introverted nature, he chose an in-game class that isn't able to do anything on its own. The Enchanter class, a class that specializes in buffing his allies and debuffing his opponents. Although this class is one of the most generic classes, what made him a very powerful asset to any party or team he was in was his mana control powers and expertise, as well as his full control and counter ability. Thanks to this power, he was even able to revive someone back from the dead, a feat that no one but him was able to accomplish. 1. Parasite, the Maxim. Ever heard of the game Prototype? Well, watching this series gives the exact same vibes. It's lots of blood slicing and dicing gore to its utmost limit, and the most important, a nonchalant, badass MC. The Parasites are an alien race that came to Earth for one simple reason: destroy and eradicate humans and control all of them. One thing led to the other, and the MC found his body being invaded by a parasite. What does he do? He isolates it from reaching his mind, of course, rather than panic and cry like a baby. He learns to use his newfound powers to destroy and beat other evil parasites. He even once walked into a storm of blades without being touched once, and without batting an eyelid. That's the definition of badass, if you ask me. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya!
If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's be by. Put Steins Gate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, push you through hell like gun grave. That's a story to tell if you